Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another Loc Talk where I'm going to discuss my opinion, not facts, about what I think about washing your hair and using conditioner on locks, especially color treated locks. So stay tuned with me as I talk through this. Since I reattached my locks, it's been 2 years now, I did a reattachment update video. I find that I take care of my locks a little bit more particularly. While I was thinking about those things, I thought that it's possible that these things pertain to other people that have locks, and I wanted to share those things with you guys. Okay, so a while back I made a video about conditioner and why I don't use conditioner in my locks, with them being color treated also. I thought that because that was a couple of years ago and because that was on starter locks, kind of like I probably was 8 months in, or maybe a year and 8 months, it just kind of depends. It still was a much sooner part of the process. So I definitely have mature locks at this point. I instant locked my reattachments. Yeah, as I'm caring for my hair now, those things still kind of pertain. So the first reason why I don't use conditioner in my locks is because personally I believe that it's unnecessary and it makes your hair a lot more susceptible to buildup. To each his own. I know that there are a lot of people in the lock community that have success with using conditioner in their hair, and I'm not bashing that. I'm just saying that I've noticed that it definitely leads to buildup if you don't wash your hair properly. So if you're going to use conditioner, definitely make sure that you're rinsing your hair really good after the wash, because it will stay in your locks and it will just attract other lint and dirt and dust to it, creating further buildup. Also, I kind of operate on the motto of the less the better. So I don't really use a lot of products in my hair. I find that my hair is happiest when I am not adding a bunch of stuff to it. I use oil, I use water, shampoo, and of course I dye it. I keep it really simple. My second reason for not using conditioner in my hair is the fact that my hair is color treated. And this means that, like, I bleached my hair to obtain this color, obviously, which means that if you know what bleach does, it strips your follicle, right? So when it strips your follicle, it naturally has a tendency to loosen your curls, your curl pattern. So if you have really curly hair, bleaching your hair is also a way to loosen the curl. So if you use that logic to understand, some of the integrity of my locks have already been compromised because of color damage, we'll call it. So yeah, so I'll show you guys a couple of my weak points. Okay, so this is to show some of the weak points. They're literally so hard to see. So you see how it's just like bent slightly? So again, see how it like wants to bend right there? Again, I don't have that many, but it's funny because sometimes I like feel around and I'm like, oh my God, I have so many. What in the world? I was supposed to do this before I got on camera. Sorry, y'all. We're gonna get this together. What in the heck? Oh, so now you have no little frail ends, girl? What in the world? Okay, found one. This baby. Yep, you see how it's almost as if, focus, it's like she is super loose. Basically, that's why I don't need conditioner to add to that conundrum. Adding conditioner further loosens your curls, right? The products, the point of conditioner is to loosen your hair, to loosen your curls, to make your hair more manageable and less tangly so that you can comb it, right? So with having locks, color treated locks, adding conditioner would further loosen my curls and interrupt the integrity of my locks. So again, I'll show you some weak points so you can understand what I'm saying. And basically it's just over time. It's not that it happens in 1 time or 2 times or, you know, even 10 times, but over time using those products in tandem, having color treated hair and using conditioner on a regular basis, lead to weak points in my hair in particular. I'm dead. Y'all can see like my setup, but so what? Okay, look. So you can like see through her almost. Like, again, let's try to focus. It's just like it's not locked right there anymore. Like, she really wants to be locked right there, but it's loose hair. I also feel that conditioner is, yeah, I just kind of said that point, which was my third point, the fact that it's counterproductive to the point of locks. Now again, I understand people want soft hair, you want to kind of go through the same process that you did when you had natural loose hair, but your hair is a little different now. I don't need conditioner. Like, my hair is soft and supple and flowy. Like, I don't, when it starts to get stiff, that's how I know it's time to wash it, you know. I haven't experienced any texture. If anything, I've experienced a positive texture change, and let me explain. The reason why my texture change has positively changed since I stopped using conditioner is the fact that I feel like I'm able to get my hair cleaner, because again, conditioner is a coating mechanism. It coats your hair in order to loosen crinkles and knots and things of that nature. It kind of puts a filmy layer of something over your hair. Again, if you're not rinsing super good, some of that is going to get left behind. And again, in your loose hair, you can kind of comb it, you can brush it out. It's not as damaging, but over time, I mean, I just feel like it made my hair stiff. Like, my hair actually would be a lot more stiff and less flowy, and as a consequence, less soft, because things were getting into my hair and my hair was becoming very full of product. That's my opinion, you know. Do what you want with that information. And also, last thing about like what conditioner can do is, if you care a lot about having cylindrical uniform locks, over time using conditioner, again, if you're not rinsing it out, can lead to having bumps and crinkles in your locks, because again, those are actually like weak points where your hair has started to unravel in a sense, but it's in the middle, so it's not like a breaking point per se, but it is a weak point, and over time it will create a point that will break. Okay, so now that I've laid out why I don't use conditioner, I also wanted to talk about washing your hair. I was listening to this girl on TikTok, and she was explaining how washing her hair a lot and wetting her hair daily as a loose natural, she realized that it was causing elasticity problems with her curls. Long story short, the integrity of her elasticity of her curls, because they were constantly being wet and weighed down by the gravity, it was causing her hair to not curl, and again, the integrity of her overall health of her hair to, you know, go down. So that made me think about locks. I'm an advocate for washing your hair as frequently as you feel you need to. I wash my hair based on how my hair feels. When my hair feels like it is time to wash it, and I'll explain that in a different video, and I explain how I keep my locks fresh and smelling really good. But when it's time for me to wash my hair, I wash it. You know, there's no don't wash your hair over here. I am an advocate for washing new locks, for washing starter locks, washing at every stage. It's really important. I wanted to address like for people, I guess, who may maybe over style and who have to wet their locks constantly, or they're leaving their hair wet after washing it and constantly just allowing it to be wet. I wanted to kind of take the logic that girl used with the curls and apply it to locks. Our hair is really heavy, you know, like it's not heavy, but over time, you know, the longer it gets, it does become more noticeable weight wise. Now when your hair is wet, it's like 10 pounds added. If you think about that, and you already, again like me, possibly have weak points in your locks, wetting your hair excessively can lead to extra tension on those parts of your locks, which can again lead to weakening of that point further, which will eventually lead to breakage. That's again not to say that you shouldn't wash your hair or wet your hair, but you should be really conscious like when you're wetting your hair and why. I have a couple tips on what I think would be helpful just to keep in mind when washing your hair, just to kind of avoid some of those damaging qualities that could happen to your beautiful locks. When you wash your hair, make sure that you're drying it fully after you're done, like as quickly as possible. Don't allow your hair to be wet for hours and long periods of time. And if it is wet, at least have it like not in a bow tie, but put up in a way that it's not weighing down on itself, like it's able to rest in peace while it's getting dry, so that it can become lighter. I also would suggest that if you like to style your hair a lot, try to schedule styling around washes. That way you don't have to re-wet your entire lock every time you want to style, therefore creating multiple opportunities for your wet hair to pull on itself. Also, when you're drying your hair, definitely make sure it's completely dry. So because of my porosity, which I've made a video about, I use a blow dryer pretty much every time I wash my hair. I might not use it like the entire time to dry it all the way through to its complete dry state, but I do my best to get like as much of it dry as possible, because again, the longer my hair gets, and I have like medium-sized locks, they're not like super big, but they're not super small either, so it does take them time to dry on the inside. So I like to just hit them with the blow dryer to ensure that nothing, again, is getting caught up in there. It's not like getting moldy. Again, I'm protecting like the fluffiness and the roundness and the cylindricalness of my locks. I hope these tips help. As always, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Peace.